Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Bumper here. Excuse me. Today is going to be episode 7 of my weekly release roundup. We'll go through the movies that are coming out on 4K and Blu-ray for week commencing 21st of March. Not a bad week for releases, but quite an expensive one if you're going to be jumping on all the stuff straight away. Okay, so the big release this week is the Godfather Trilogy in 4K. Okay, you can get two versions, the standard version that retails at £75 and the limited edition one that retails at £120. There's 5 cuts of the movies in here. I think that's part 1 and part 2. Then a couple of various cuts of part 3, including the newer commissioned Coda release. So yeah, that's pretty decent. I haven't checked out this set yet. I'll probably be waiting for a price drop, but I've seen some YouTube videos, mainly American guys doing it, and they do all give it a thumbs up. So it is looking like a real good set to get. The limited edition would be the one if you could afford it, but the standard edition would be just as good. All right, and then moving on then, we got The Matrix Resurrections, absolutely awful movie, but I know some people will have the original trilogy and they'll want to get this one to add to their collection, so you can get a standard release, and then you've got an Amazon limited edition steelbook and a Zavvi limited edition steelbook. Okay, and then the other 4K that's out in the UK is the standard release of Escape from LA. Okay, so I wish I had waited for this one really, rather than grabbing the limited edition, because it wasn't very well put together, and there was no extras or anything, so you may as well have just got the standard release. So that's your 4Ks in the UK for the 21st of March. We'll have a little look at what's coming out across the pond now. Okay, so in America, they've got the Godfather releases the same as us. They've also got, from Kino Lorber, Eastern Promises with Viggo Mortensen and Naomi Watts. And Vincent Cassel, that's a good gangster movie. I will be interested in that, but I'll see what the sort of price is on that one. Then we've got the Guillermo del Toro movie, Nightmare Alley. There's a Best Buy limited edition steelbook and a normal standard release. This wasn't on the UK releases, but I'm pretty sure it comes up under Blu-ray, so I got a feeling this movie is out in the UK as well. Whether it's on 4K or not, I'm not 100% sure, but have a little look before you jump into ordering it from America. Then you've got the Hunger Games Ultimate Collector's Edition. I'm not a massive fan of the Hunger Games, to be honest, but if you are a fan and you want to get them in 4K, then I'm sure this box set is really good. And then there's another movie there with Hilary Swank called Fatale. It looks like some sort of thriller, some sort of romantic thriller, maybe in the vein of Basic Instinct, movies like that. But, it's not a movie I'm familiar with, but could be worth checking out. So yeah, you probably get that on Amazon.com. Okay, so we'll have a little look around some of the European countries now. Okay, so there are some things to bring your attention to in Germany. On March the 24th, which will be Wednesday or Thursday, they got this new action movie, The North Sea, from the director of The Wave and The Quake, so that could be worth a look. And then I noticed on the 25th, they've got these Turbine steelbook releases of Texas Chainsaw Massacre in 4K. So these will be wicked, these will. They've got 4 different covers to choose from. They'll be highly limited, so if you want them, you need to get on the case straight away. But just to make you aware, the second site are bringing out a 4K Texas Chainsaw Massacre in the UK sooner rather than later, so you could just hold on for that one. But, if you are a collector of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre especially, then these Turbine releases are really, really nice. You've also got the Scorpion King coming out with 3 different box arts as well, but not a movie I'm a big fan of really. And I do think the 4K is coming to the UK very soon as well, although you probably only have the one choice of cover art. But again, if you're a collector and you like your stuff a little bit niche, then these are certainly worth grabbing. Okay, in France, you could check out this Resident Evil steelbook that's a bit different to the one that came out in the UK. Just make sure that is the actual cover art, because I know my buddy Keith over at Euphoria Pictures got stung thinking he was buying a steelbook with different artwork, and when it came, it was the same as the UK. That was Halloween Kills, but I'm pretty sure this is a different cover looking at it, so that's cool. And then you've got something called Le Grand Silence in 4K 1968. Okay, and then moving on to the Blu-rays in the UK. So First one there, The Odd Couple. Looks like some sort of kung fu movie, probably released by 88 Films. So if you're collecting those, that's a good one. Then I'm noticing a couple of indicator releases here. We got Mad Dog Morgan from 1976, A Time for Dying, 1969. They look like two westerns. Then we got La Llorona, 1933. So that's probably based on the famous Mexican folktale. Then we got The Phantom of the Monastery from 1934. So there are a couple of indicator releases. Then we got this thing here, Funky Forest, Warped Forest. Not really sure what that is, I've got to be honest. We've got a Criterion release of Boat People from 1982. I think we covered that on a previous video. Maybe that a US release first. This movie I do want to bring your attention to, okay? This is called Petite Maman. Okay, this has had absolute rave reviews. It's a supernatural movie, but it's not a horror. It's a supernatural fantasy coming of age type movie. It's supposed to be really, really good. It's only on for 70 minutes, so it's not going to stay as welcome. You can see there it's rated U, so it's definitely nothing horror related, but it does deal with like the afterlife and stuff. So I really want to watch that one. So yeah, I am going to be getting that if I can't find it on a streaming service. There's Nightmare Alley, there's Steelbook. So I'm sure the 4K must be out if the Blu-ray's out. It wouldn't make much sense not to be. But it didn't come out on the 4K search. But hey-ho. Then you've got your Blu-ray The Matrix. You've got The Electric Life of Lewis Wayne with Benedict Cumberbatch. That could be okay, I guess. If that's your thing. Play for Today from BFI, Volume 3. Not sure what that is. Your Nightmare Alley Blu-ray, your Godfather Trilogy Blu-ray, new TV show there, Screw, Shakespeare and Hathaway TV show. There's that movie, Dear Evan Hansen. That's had terrible reviews, I think mainly because of the casting. Putting like a 35-year-old man as a 17-year-old never works well. And then we just got a couple of anime releases. So that's about it for your your Blu-rays. So if I had to recommend any, I would definitely say check out Petite Maman. Okay, so I always have to take a deep breath before doing the American releases because there's always so many of them. You've got your 4Ks here at the top. You've got a Criterion release of Flight of the Phoenix from 1965. I know they remade that film with Dennis Quaid, but I've never seen either version. But the cover art is really nice on that, I got to be honest. We got an Arrow release, Come Drink With Me, some Asian movie from 1966. Again, not something that I'm aware of. We got a Shout Select release, The Core, the disaster movie from 2003, could be okay. Shaolin Mantis and Monkey Kung Fu from 88 Films. Well, I say they're from 88. They're from 88 in this country. I'm not sure who releases them in America, but you can already get those in the UK, I'm pretty sure. We covered Mad Dog Morgan in the UK. We got Captains of the Cloud from 1942 with James Cagney. There's a new season of Dexter there. I'm a big Dexter fan, but I haven't seen a new season, which is a bit strange for me, really, because I was buzzing for when it came out, but I'm just looking to find a time just to binge it. We got the Arrow release of To Sleep So As to Dream. I've seen my man Ken over at Mid-Level Media unboxing that. The artwork's nice, if not a bit minimal. Looks like some anime there, Millennium Actress. A film from 1998, Modern Vampires. Can't say I've heard of that one, but looks like some sort of horror comedy. Time for Dying Indicator, we covered that one. We got some releases here, Now and Forever and Backstreet, two old movies, one from 1934, one from 1941. Blue Skies with Bing Crosby from 1946. There's that Come Drink With Me Arrow release with different artwork. We got a Disney anniversary release there of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Really nice artwork on that one. So if you're a Disney fanatic, you might want to grab that because it's really nice. Rise of the Machine Girls, looks like some over-the-top Asian action film. We've got the Blue Underground standard release of Daughters of Darkness. That did come out on 4K, but they are expensive to get imported Daughters of Darkness. I know my man Tony over at Horror and Todge has got that on 4K. He says it's a good film, so if Tony says it's decent, then it probably is. There's some horror movie there. Looks like it may have some sort of Groundhog Day vibe. Looking at the tagline, Vacation, Dive, Repeat. It's called 645. Yeah, could be okay. Never heard of it, though. We got some short movie collection here of a guy called Alan Resines. Probably butchered his name. Can't say I've heard of that. Got some horror movie there, Brian Loves You from 2008. Not to be confused with Benny Loves You, that low-budget comedy horror from Britain. Can't say I've heard of that. Looking at the actors along the top. Can't say I've heard of any of those either. So who knows? Got a Mexican horror classics double there. That could be okay, actually. I would be interested in watching those. 1957 to 1968. Some Western from 2022, A Tale of Two Guns. Looks like Dan Trejo on the one side there. Got a series of Doctor Death. Got standard releases of Godfather Part 2. There's the Blue Underground standard Blu-ray release of Vigilante. Again, you can get that on 4K, but it costs you quite a bit. We got some anime then we got For the Love of Money. Looks like probably some TV show, although it could be a film, I guess. The Good Exorcist from 2008. Wicked artwork on that, but just not a film I'm familiar with. We got an F1 season review, 2021. Not my scene. And then something called Dream in Hollywood. Looks a bit low budget, 2021. Something there coming out the day after, Apocalypse After. Looks like a collection of films, maybe shorts or something, but not something I've ever heard of. Okay, moving on to Germany releases, and there is a couple of things that I want to bring your attention to here. There's an amazing 2-disc steelbook edition of Darkman with Liam Neeson. Got a bit of a Freddy Krueger vibe looking at the cover of that. Absolutely awesome film. I mean, I already own a set of all 3 films, so I won't be getting that one. But if I didn't own the movie at all, then I'd definitely be jumping on that because the artwork is just insane. And then I always remember this movie from the video shop days, Body Double, 1984. So some sort of erotic thriller. I don't remember seeing the film, but I can just always remember the cover art. So that could be worth checking out. And then there's Invasion from Mars, which is a media book. I did see a guy on YouTube, I think his name is Voorhees86. He was unboxing that, and it looks really cool. Great film as well, from 1986, Invasion from Mars. So I may get that one. I'm going to check the price first. And then there is some Brandon Lee movie on there, Legacy of Rage. I don't know if that's a documentary or not. I don't think he ever did a film called Legacy of Rage or Born Hero, but I could be totally wrong. The only film I really know him from is The Crow, for obvious reasons. Oh, and Rapid Fire, actually. Then there's some other Blu-ray releases, but you can probably already get them all in this country, like Pret-a-Porter, The Cider House Rules, Cold Mountain, The Yards with Mark Wahlberg, Slacks, which is a Shudder horror. Not much else really there jumping out at me that you probably couldn't get over here. No, okay. Yeah, that's about it in Germany. Okay, there's nothing much in Spain, but there is this one release of Leatherface, the 2017 Texas Chainsaw Massacre prequel. Not an amazing movie, but one I haven't got in my collection that I'd like to add. So this has got amazing artwork. It looks like it might be some sort of media book. So yeah, this could be definitely worth having a look at. I was going to get the Turbine Steelbook from Germany, but it's just really expensive. But yeah, I might think about grabbing this one. It's got Stephen Dorff in it. As the sheriff. It's not majorly rubbish, but it was just a bit of a missed opportunity. Could have been a lot better, really. Okay, and the last country I was checking was Italy, and there doesn't seem to be a lot out there, really. There's some various cover arts of House of Gucci, but you can get that over here. So that's about it for week commencing March the 14th. And I'd have to say the highlights were obviously the Godfather Trilogy, but on Blu-ray you should seek out that Petite Manan. I think that's going to be an absolutely awesome film. And on the foreign releases, especially in Germany, that Invasion from Mars media book, and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Turbine Steelbook's definitely worth a gander as well. All right, I hope you're all well and have a nice week. I'll catch you soon. Bumba.